Hi everyone. So we got back into town yesterday, June 18th, and today, June 19th, is officially 7 weeks until the time for the competition. So I thought it would be a really awesome idea to track what I've been doing, especially in terms of my mental wellness and my physical wellness. And the reason being because well, here's what I'm eating, by the way. So I'm incredibly lucky that my mom is here now. I'm here now and my mom's around. So she's going to be prepping my meals for me. I've told her what I need to eat. It's a whole lot of spinach and eggs and protein shakes and mint tea, which is for me, one of the biggest things that's going to be a challenge. I definitely drink my coffees when I need an energy boost. I'm not doing that for the next 7 weeks. And most people will be like, don't you have to start earlier? Yeah, I probably do. Probably had to start this process a bit earlier. Not to say that I wasn't. I mean, I've been getting my workouts in there, and I've also been eating kind of sort of healthy. This last week doesn't count. It was my last week in Mexico, and I had to get certain foods were just required. These were tacos, ceviche. These were requirements as far as I'm concerned. So today kicks off the actual healthy, clean eating. And I want to stress that Miss Universe Canada, we were specifically told, guys, we don't want you starving yourselves. We don't want you doing anything crazy, just whatever is healthy for you. So I'm sticking by that, and I'm doing that, which is very different than the contest I went into for Miss Universe, but Miss Universe India. It was called Femina Miss India at the time, and yeah, that was a very different process. We started off in the morning with either 2 almonds or 5 seeds, pumpkin seeds. I opted for the 5 pumpkin seeds because it felt psychologically like I was putting food in my mouth, more food, and lemon juice. That's what we kick-started our date with. I had come from a more fitness training background. So I was full on Atkins and, a lot of protein. So that diet really kicked my butt when I got to India. And I had to do that for 30 days. It didn't work out well for me. There were too many carbs in there. I was fit, but I was certainly a lot bigger size-wise than a lot of the contestants that typically go into this pageant. So immediately they were like, you need to lose weight. There was a lot of pressure for me to do that. And based on the diet, based what they set out for me, it didn't work out really well for me. But in my opinion, now looking back on it, I'm like, you know what? I was healthy. I was in great shape. I wasn't skinny fat. You actually could see my muscle definition, which, by the way, they did not like going into this kind of a contest. So this round 2 for me is a very different experience. I'm going into it very well, very confident in what I want to do in this pageant in terms of how I want to present myself physically, how I want to go in prepped, not starving myself, eating healthy, but still it's going to be disciplined because I have to eat clean. And that's a very, very different way of going into this beauty pageant than anyone previously. So Miss India Universe back then was the big one, but I've been in other ones. And yeah, so typically I've prepped very differently. I've prepped longer. I've put my body through a lot more stress and probably not incredibly healthy. So I'm doing it the healthy way this time, more because I really want to convey the message to either women who are my age, who are going through perimenopause or struggling with their weight or hormones, or even younger girls that, you can do whatever you need to do at any age. Don't listen to anyone telling you otherwise. But more importantly, you don't need to freaking starve yourself. And I think that's what the main message is that I felt very pressured to do this previously. I don't feel that pressure anymore. The only pressure I'm putting on myself right now is the discipline to eat clean, and that's different. So here's me tracking the next 7 weeks. This is my meal right now, and yeah, and then after that it's gym, tan laundry. No, what was that thing? Anyways, no, it's not that. It's working, and it's working out, and it's doing stuff with the kids and a whole bunch of that stuff. But here's me sharing what I'm doing in terms of my health, nutrition, and mental wellness. Most important.